I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical-grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician, who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Central Texas are reeling after catastrophic flooding killed at least 70 people. The flooding felled trees, destroyed homes and vehicles. Kerrville City Manager Dalton Rice affirms that rescue and recovery efforts are continuing.
We are continuously making effort to make sure that our families are reunited. We want to continue to work together with our community.
The Guadalupe River surged 26 feet in just 45 minutes, triggering flash flooding. 5 girls from Camp Mystic are confirmed dead. 11 remain missing. Officials are warning of rough surf and flash flooding as Tropical Depression Chantal sweeps across the Carolinas. Fox Weather's Mike Seidel is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
We are taking the brunt of the wind, North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Our peak gusts down at the Spring-Made Pier in Myrtle Beach, 56 miles an hour. So far, that's the highest gust recorded on land. We've had anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain. The flood watches continue up here in Horry County and Georgetown counties, and they've issued flood watches for the interior parts of North Carolina. So if you're driving up 95 on parts of 40 or even 85, what's left of Chantal is heading that way, and there's a flood watch instance for Raleigh-Durham area.
The National Weather Service says Chantal will continue to produce heavy rain into Monday. Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 38 Palestinians in Gaza, according to hospital officials. The strike says Israel is sending a ceasefire negotiating team to Qatar ahead of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's U.S. visit to the White House Monday for ceasefire talks. President Trump has floated a plan for an initial 60-day ceasefire. It would include a partial release of hostages held by Hamas. It's estimated 50 hostages remain in Hamas captivity in Gaza. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Janice Dean. Join me every Sunday as I focus on stories of hope and people who are truly rays of sunshine in their community and across the world.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com.
Even after passage, the debate continues about the effects of President Trump's signature spending package.
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson says the most important economic part of the bill was making the 2017 Trump tax cuts permanent.
The bottom 20% of earners saw their lowest federal tax rate in 40 years.
Johnson says the legislation builds on that by eliminating taxes on overtime and tips.
The average American, the typical American household, will have $13,000 more in take-home pay.
But California Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna pushes back on that claim.
I just don't think that taking away the health care with the Medicaid cuts and food assistance to give the tax breaks for the very wealthy is going to be good for working and middle-class Americans.
Both men appeared on Fox News Sunday. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
President Trump is set to deliver trade deal proposals to a number of countries. Tariffs could potentially reach as high as 70% for some nations, which could go into effect next month. National Economic Director Kevin Hassett on CBS's Face the Nation claims the tariff announcement coming this week will benefit Americans.
The headline is going to be that countries are agreeing around the world to open their markets up to our products and to allow us to put some kind of tariff on their products when they come into the U.S.
Tariffs on European Union countries have been paused just before they were set to take effect. President Trump has expressed displeasure with the EU's stance on a deal. He's threatening to jack up levies on European exports to 50%. The 10-nation BRICS summit is underway in Brazil. The bloc of developing nations condemned the increase of tariffs and attacks on Iran, however, refrained from naming U.S. President Trump. The group's declaration also took aim at Israel's military actions in the Middle East. China's president is not in attendance. Russian President Vladimir Putin plans to appear via video conference. I'm Deborah Valentine. This is Fox.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
Hey there, it's me, Kennedy. Make sure to check out my podcast, Kennedy Saves the World. It is 5 days a week, every week. Download and listen at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Okay, we'll still send a code 3.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name.
It's a brand new day in the Marianas. Coffee's hot and we're full of promise. So say it on the teeny and feel the glow. We've got the stories you wanna know. The palm trees sway, the traffic's light. Sunrise news, we're feeling right. Tune in now, don't miss your chance. Start your day with Island Dance.
Good morning, Marianas. Hey, it is 8:04 in the morning, and I just got people to jump out of their seats in our studio this morning as I start yelling, hooting, and hollering over here to bring you a great show today. And we do have a great one for you, and we're looking forward to having your comments and your questions. And we've got folks from Run Saipan, the folks from the Commonwealth Office of Transit Authority. I wonder if they took the blue line here. I don't know. We're going to find out. But they're going to be teaming up to form some super allegiance. It's like the Avengers of community activity. That's what we've got going on this morning. We're really excited to have them in here. And we talk about everything that's going on in our Marianas, including your update for the 2025 Pacific Mini Games, the pageantry, the competition, and the rain. Oh my God, we had so much rain that we've got this compressed schedule. And maybe we went a little over with the metal music, but hey, I like it. It's been a great activity getting up and staying late watching mini game stuff. We've had so much fun with it and bringing you all kinds of coverage, trying to do the best we can to bring you as much of the stuff that's out there as we can, including teaming up with the folks from the organizing committee to bring you guys baseball. And baseball, whoa, man, last night, I'm telling you, I felt like I just got dumped by a hot chick. Like my wife would be like, she just walked out the door. That's how I felt last night watching our game. It was the hardest pill to swallow. It was so tough because you saw our team. We took a 5-3 lead into the top of the 6th. We got our ace on the mound, Josh Jones, and everything just fell apart. Palau explodes for 9 runs in the top of the 6th, and they never looked back. It ended up being a 12-5 by the time it was all over. And man, it hurt to watch because we know those guys, and just trying to think of putting ourselves in their shoes and what they're going through. And it was hard to watch. You wanted to, like, if there was anything that we could give, we wanted to give it to help them out there. But it just didn't happen. Palau is just too good this year. So they're going to go and face Guam in the gold medal game tomorrow, and we'll have that game for you as well. That's okay. It's not done for the CNMI. We still have baseball happening tomorrow, too. We're going to face FSM in the bronze medal game, and I know our guys are going to bounce back. They are great. I'll tell you what, though, that team from Palau, man, could that be a team of destiny? They are the host country of the games, and they're playing their national pastime, and they made it to gold. So that's going to be it. Hey, I want to say, hey, you're watching from Portland, Oregon, Palauan. Well, Ali, thanks for tuning in this morning. Great to see you all the way out there. And for you, the story's a little different. It's like, holy cow, we're in the gold medal game. I mean, it was just a different kind of contest. But you could feel all the energy just kind of drain out of one side, and it all got caught up in this vortex and went to Palau. And boy, man, I'll tell you, Palau was great. All right, well, hey, let's give you a real quick medal update while we're here. I do need to take off the little name on the screen, though. You guys don't need that. Pow, 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 pow. All right, so what we've got... Ooh, I need to take that one off, too. Pew. Hold on. That'll do it. There we go. All right, let's take a look. This is your current medal tally for the games. Tahiti is taking all of them. They've got 103 medals. 53 of them are gold. My goodness, Tahiti just gigantic and crushing. Samoa looking good too. They got 27 gold medals and 59 overall. Fiji, man, 61 medals overall, 18 of them gold. Australia helping in there with 36, mate. And PNG, they've got 11 gold medals, 44 of them overall. And then there's the NMI, 9 golds, 7 silver, 10 bronze, so 26 overall. And then there's a whole bunch of other folks. How about you, Palau? You guys are the hosts. 24 medals so far. And you're going to be getting another one. It's just a matter, is it going to be gold or silver tomorrow night in baseball? So 4, 7, 13, respectfully. Who else is doing great out there? Pretty much everybody. Guam, surprisingly, they've got 9 medals, 2 gold, 3 silver, 4 bronze. And man, it's just a sliver more medals than FSM. But FSM's got more golds, 3 golds, 2 silvers, and 3 bronze. All right, so that's your medal tally to get you going, man. I'll tell you, I'm still recovering. It's like a hangover this morning after watching that game. And we were here pretty late covering it, and we had the back-to-back games because Palau FSM, that was a good one too. But my goodness, dude, watching that and dealing with that emotional hangover, and the adrenaline was flowing. You're the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. That is the Pacific Games, and we're not even competing. We're just sitting here talking about it. So, man, I love these games. The spirit of sportsmanship, camaraderie, the spirit of unity across the waters. Just a beautiful thing to see. All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. It is 8:10. We have folks in studio that we're going to introduce you to here in just a quick minute. They are ready to go. We just need to get them all situated now that the fourth Musketeer has rolled in. And we're going to hear everything that they've got. So you're going to give us just a real quick 5 minutes with a news update. This is the latest one that just rolled off the press. So don't worry. It's brand new stuff. So sit tight. We'll be right back.
In the forecast for Central Texas, and that could add to the catastrophic flooding across the Texas Hill Country. Nearly 80 people are dead. Mayor Joe Henning Jr. of hard-hit Kerrville says rescue and recovery teams are united.
It's not a bunch of different teams. It's one team. Our goal is to rescue those in peril and find those who are lost.
The Guadalupe River surged to 26 feet in less than an hour, triggering flash floods across the region. The White House is keeping close tabs on the situation. Here's Fox's Madeline Rivera in Washington.
President Trump is expressing sympathy for those affected by the flooding. He says in a post on Truth Social, Melania and I are praying for all the families impacted by this horrible tragedy. Our brave first responders are on site doing what they do best. God bless the families and God bless Texas. Vice President J.D. Vance weighing in as well, saying our nation's heart breaks for the victims in Texas and their families. Just an incomprehensible tragedy. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is on the ground. She's been working with Kerr County leaders and state leaders to make sure they get what they need. She's activated the U.S. Coast Guard and FEMA resources as well.
The administration says it's committed to updating the technology used by the National Weather Service, which Noem calls ancient and neglected. At their summit in Rio de Janeiro, the BRICS bloc of developing nations condemned the increase of tariffs and attacks on Iran, but they didn't name President Trump. The delegation also took aim at Israel's military action in the Middle East, but mentioned war-torn Ukraine just once so far. China's President Xi is not attending the summit for the first time in years. Russian President Putin will address the group virtually this week. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, I'm Trey Gowdy, host of the Trey Gowdy Podcast. I hope you will join me every Tuesday and Thursday as we navigate life together and hopefully find ourselves a little bit better on the other side.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com.
It's now law, but Democrats still don't like President Trump's one big, beautiful bill. Here's Fox's Kevin Uretsky.
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson says the most important economic part of the bill was making the 2017 Trump tax cuts permanent.
The bottom 20% of earners saw their lowest federal tax rate in 40 years.
Johnson says the legislation builds on that by eliminating taxes on overtime and tips.
The average American, the typical American household, will have $13,000 more in take-home pay.
But California Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna pushes back on that claim.
I just don't think that taking away the health care with the Medicaid cuts and food assistance to give the tax breaks for the very wealthy is going to be good for working and middle-class Americans.
Both men appeared on Fox News Sunday. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
A new attack on shipping in the Red Sea. Fox's Jack Callahan has a story.
A group of armed men in small boats firing guns and launching rocket-propelled grenades at a maritime vessel in the Red Sea off the coast of Yemen on Sunday. The crew reported the vessel was taking on water and they were preparing to abandon ship. So far, there's been no claim of responsibility, but suspicion would point heavily to the Houthi rebels, who in solidarity with Hamas have targeted more than 100 merchant vessels in the last 2 years, sinking 2 of them and killing 4 sailors, also greatly reducing the flow of trade through the Red Sea corridor, which typically sees $1 trillion of goods move through it every year. Jack Callahan, Fox News.
The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry says Israeli airstrikes killed at least 38 Palestinians as Israel sent a ceasefire negotiating team to Qatar. President Trump will meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu tomorrow and says he's optimistic a 60-day ceasefire can be put in place as soon as this week. He says the truce would call for talks to end the war for good. I'm Daria Albany. This is Fox News.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern, Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
All right, good morning, Marianas, and welcome back. It is 8:16 in the morning. It is July 7th. That's at 7725. It might be dark and rainy and gloomy, but it's still a beautiful day here in Saipan. It's 78 degrees, and we've got a light rain going. Humidity's at 93%. That means you have a 7% chance of not getting all sweaty throughout the day today. Not true. It's 100%. You're going to get it. Hey, we're looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, at least afternoon, but we're going to have some partly sunny skies, high near 86. Going to be a little windy out of the south-southwest. And gusts can get as high as 22 miles per hour. They say there's a 40% chance of rain, but, Landon Adlip from National Weather Service says that if there is a chance of rain on the schedule, it's 100%. Don't worry, you're going to get wet somewhere. Tonight, though, it's going to get the low around 77. That's not kind of like 1 degree colder than it is right now. Yeah, so it's going to get a little bit cooler tonight. Don't worry, you don't have to bundle up, though. It's not going to be that bad. But the one thing that is going to be the standard is that it is going to continue to be windy. And if you want to make your own win, you can go out and do a big event that's coming up this week. It's called the Roll Out 5K. We're going to hear about that and a whole lot more because we got some really cool guests in studio with us this morning. And we're going to introduce them to you. And we don't have to call them all out by name like that, but I'll tell you what, we're going to hear from them. You got Jose, Alexis, Luis, and Simon, and we're going to ask them all to just let us know. So tell us who you are and what you do and who you're with.
All right, so I'm Jose. I'm a transit operator at Commonwealth Office of Transit Authority.
Hi everyone, my name's Alexis and I'm CODA's office administrator.
Hi, my name is Louis. I'm a Ron Saipan officer.
Hafide Zantiro. My name is Simon. I am the Director for Data and Information for Ron Saipan.
That is the most technical title for the coolest run group that I heard. I love it. Well, I want to say welcome to all of you guys. So glad to have you guys here. I know each of you do a lot of different things in the community, both for your organizations and then at general. But we got a big deal coming up for this week. First of all, you guys just got done with back-to-back events.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about that real quick. You guys ended up doing the Liberation 2-miler?
Yes, that is correct. As well as the Triple J bubble run.
How was that? It looked amazing.
I gotta say, looking at the Triple J bubble run, it was we definitely had a lot of people. We weren't too sure because there were a lot of factors that were going on. When we were looking at the weather updates, it said that it was gonna be heavy rains that morning. Which is funny because as soon as we finished the race, the rain came in right after.
Wow, that's a perfect timing. That's awesome. So you guys did that, and now you're ready to do another one.
Oh yeah, that's what we do.
So what's this next one that you guys are doing?
So this next event that we're doing is going to be in collaboration with CODA, and this is for the Rollout 5K.
All right, so CODA, let's hear about it a little bit. So you're one of the operators, so you get to drive the buses and everything?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'll tell you what. So do you do the blue line stuff, or do you do the on-call stuff, or a little of both?
A little bit of both. As of right now, I'm actually cross-training as a dispatcher.
Wow.
So, but I am mainly on the road driving. Yeah.
I think being a dispatcher, having the experience of being an operator has got to help you immensely, right? I mean, you know what people are dealing with. You know where the hot spots are for traffic. You know where maybe, there's a troubled passenger, or I don't know, wherever it is, but you're going to know all that stuff. So when you're sending people out, you're going to be able to help people know where to go too. So that's great that you're cross-training for that. How'd you get, what made you decide to do that?
Probably just given the opportunity, and then also just trying something new besides, your regular job day to day, but it's fun. It's honestly, it's a good experience, and but I like it. I like driving, I like working with cars, so I like being on the road.
So how smooth are they to drive? They look pretty big.
Honestly, they're pretty smooth. It's like you're not even driving. It's like you're just gliding, and it's a good feeling just driving.
And how are while you're out there driving, are your motorists, are they pretty good with you guys, or is it difficult? Is there anything you'd like your other folks you're sharing the road with to do to maybe help you out a little bit?
Maybe just being more cautious, of our pedestrians on the road too, like trying to get on the bus. But other than that, it's pretty good so far. Yeah.
Well, it's great. You're doing a real community service. I can see people. We have a stop right out here, and we see people here waiting here every single day throughout the day, and I can see firsthand just how many people that you're helping and the impact that you're making on the community. People trying to get to work, get to the store, get to their families. You name it. You guys are doing it. You are the connection. Pretty cool.
Yep.
Alexis. So there's a lot of stuff coming up for COTA. This is a special week.
Yes, it is. It is Rural Transit Week.
Woo! Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Of course. So this week and in the next week, we are celebrating Rural Transit Week. We have a couple of events that we are doing in collaboration with Run Saipan and on our own. So we're starting off on July 9th, which is this Wednesday, with our Rollout 5K. This is COTA's inaugural 5K, and we hope to continue it on and on. This is our first run, and it'll be at Garapan Fishing Base and starting at 5:45 p.m. And this is to really celebrate what we have been doing at COTA, trying to connect people, bring people together, and really celebrating what we've done for the islands and to continue on.
Man, well, you almost made me have a heart attack when you said 5:45. But when you said PM,
Yes.
I'm like, you got me, Alexis. I am with you, 100%.
Yes.
All right, so 5:45 on July 9th. That's this Wednesday.
Yes.
With these guys in the fancy orange shirts.
Yes.
Doing all the organizing of making sure you get the timing and all that other stuff, the starts and all that. But so how's this going to go? What's the route going to be? Where are you guys going to go?
I'll pass this over to Run Saipan.
All right. Okay, so for our race route, since it's going to be at Fishing Base, it's the usual 5K route. They start at Fishing Base, and it's going to be alongside the path. So it's going to be purely a pathway race, just so that we don't have runners out on the road. As soon as they pass a little bit past quartermaster, that's where the turnaround point is going to be at, and you can tell where that turnaround point is going to be, because there's going to be a couple of Run Saipan members and some volunteers on the side that are going to direct you to turn around.
Oh, it's a out and back, so it's a out and back race.
Yes.
Man, you know what would be great is if you guys just did a one way and you got to COTA your way back. Get everybody on the bus to make sure that you guys get to experience that rural transit that you guys have. COTA, man, I'll tell you what, you guys really have such a vital mission in our community, and you're connecting folks. Ever since you started, you've been helping everybody and getting people everywhere. I think it started a lot with folks who might be a little mobility challenged and all that, but it's really branched out. And it's so great to see it. I mean, you guys are at the beginning of a venture that helps the entire community. And I don't know if as many people can see what you guys are doing, because it is, do you guys appreciate it, what you're doing? It's not even just a regular job.
Definitely we do appreciate it, but honestly we have, how can I say this, like just evolved more from how it used to be before. So we do have services to not only the public. We have students, people with disabilities, elderly, everyone, pretty much everyone.
And you guys have good prices for students and elderly and veterans too, right?
Yes.
So it's great. Alexis, now this run is going to be awesome, but what else is going on? You said it's a whole week.
Yes, we are celebrating for the whole week. Actually, on July 10th, we will be announcing our bus wrap competition winners.
Ooh.
This is so that anyone can design a bus wrap and send it to us at coloride@gmail.com, and we will be choosing a winner to put their design on our buses. We will get winners from Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda, and they'll have their design on our buses rolling around the streets of Saipan.
So I know Simon's a rapper. Simon, are you entering into the bus rap?
Oh, that's a different kind of rap. I was like, that's gonna wrap up my part.
Nice. So I could submit any artwork, and that could be it. So
Yes.
my entry could be a picture of Luis on one side, Simon on the other, and Ed De La Cruz, the president of Run Saipan, on every side, and that could be just an entry.
As long as it encourages public transportation and celebrates rural transit.
That could be it. You could, and the slogan could be, "Hey, it's either this or running," and that's it. So the only thing that runs more than us is Coda. That could be it for you guys.
That could be it.
All right. So you've got this big announcement on the 10th, and then you've got the big event on the 9th. Do you have other activities planned as well?
So we do have a proclamation signing at the governor's office on the 11th. It's going to be at 11:30. And on the same day, we're going to have a roadside waving down here at a gym, near Ada Gym. And that's going to be around 4:30 to 5.
I imagine that's got to be a popular stop.
Oh, yeah. It's a pretty busy intersection down there. So right after work, too. So
Yeah, and there's a big crosswalk over there. Maybe a little extra lighting to help you guys out, and the passengers wouldn't be too bad.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you guys know all about this stuff, but I know that you've been doing the route, right? At least the Blue Line stuff, and some of the routes have changed a little bit, expanded and all that. Do you know about like the bus stops? If you guys, I know there's a plan to actually have some stops, like some covered stops. Do you know when those things might start rolling out?
So that's still in the planning stages, but it's definitely going to happen.
Great.
I would say it's to be announced. That's on our admin side. If you want, you can call our office and find out more information from them.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
well, in the
definitely.
meantime, if you're over here by the CETA office, you can hang out in the stairwell and wait for the bus to get here, because you can get the shade. Yeah, and if there's any rain, you're good to go. So we do know it's coming, just not yet. So that's cool.
Yes.
Most popular stop you think you got?
Definitely Garapan, Paseo.
Really?
Hotel Street. There's a lot. And maybe somewhere down south, I would say maybe near like the CK area, Surf Club, Jotun. That's our top spots.
That spot by Surf Club seems like it's a good spot, because you can get coffee right there, Great Harvest, or pick up a sandwich before you head out and make your way around. Do you know what are the rates right now for people who want to hop on the Blue Line?
Okay, so I'll let Alexis take over.
It's like $1,000 each way, right? Maybe you guys have that information online too,
Yes,
right?
we do.
So you guys have a great website. This is something that folks, if you are taking the Blue Line, or if you just want to find out more about it, you can go to the website, and they have a really terrific website that I'm zoomed in way too hard for right now. Hold on, I got to pull this one back. But it's one of the best looking websites that we got in Saipan, I think. And hold on, let's zoom out there. And you can see it there. Let's go down. You've got something, services, projects. How about services? Call a ride, fix route. And this part is pretty neat. We are popping this open now. You can actually, hold on, you can actually see where the bus is at the moment. It's on there. Now, you guys have a lot of stops. And you got the line that goes up north too, the green line. And that, how far does that go?
So that goes, it's still to be announced too, but it goes all the way up, I believe, to the last command post, if that's...
Wow. Man, no kidding. And you've got the rates on here too, by the way. So right now, one way you get $2. Will get you anywhere you want to go. If you're a student, a veteran, active duty military, or Monamco, or if you've got a disability, it's only $1. $1 to go anywhere out there. And now the only thing is that you guys don't make change. right? So you've got to have direct or exact change when you're going to get out there.
Yes.
So that's okay. Boy, this part is really cool. You can see exactly where the bus is at the moment right now. So if you don't know, like if you want to catch the bus, maybe you were waiting for a little bit and you want to see where it is, you can see where the bus is. In fact, I got to get myself out of there. Hold on. Pew. Oop, wrong one. Because I want people to be able to see this part here. There we go. Oh, jeez. How many of these screens do I got on here? Too many is the answer. Too many. All right, so let's maximize that so everyone can see it. And there you go. So you can see right now that you've got one over there in Garapan, that's the southbound one, and then you got one that's not in service, so maybe that one's heading back to the station, to the compound, and then you got the northbound one that's heading over there by NMC. Oh man, I'm still there. I got to get out of there. There we go. Let's just do that. Yeah, so this is great. So while you're sitting there at a bus stop, you can know exactly where the buses are.
Yep.
Pretty cool. So, by the way, I heard there's Wi-Fi on these buses.
Yes, there is free Wi-Fi on the bus.
Free Wi-Fi? Come on. You get free Wi-Fi and it only costs you $1 to get everywhere. Do you know, like, it says it right here, actually, on the screen. During the week, it's 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., 6:30 in the morning, 8:30 p.m., and on the weekends and holidays, it cuts a little bit shorter, ends at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So if you want to go out and have some fun at the beach, and you don't want to have to worry about driving, getting back and forth, you want to be safe, and you live along those lines, that's the best way to go. And you could call COTA also, 236-2682, and you can get some more info from them too. Man, so how long have you been with COTA?
Going on 3 years now.
Wow, no kidding. And so have you seen the organization change a lot in the last few?
Definitely a lot of change, but good change.
Good change. How about you, Alexis?
I actually just started at COTA 1 month ago.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, so you're part of that new change.
Yes, I
am. So that's outstanding. Walk us through, if you would, like what do you think is the biggest request that you get for some of the riders, or from the community about like what they would like?
I think I'm pretty sure they want more routes, more, around the island. We also have Colorado and Rhoda, and then also soon in Tinian. But yeah, definitely more. They just want more buses on the road, I think.
Yeah, there's a huge demand. I mean, because gas, like the money that we spend on gas is just crazy, right? But with you guys, you don't have to worry about that. Plus, we don't have to worry about it with traffic jams or anything. We can just hang out with you guys on the bus, looking at our phones because we're not driving, and using that free Wi-Fi. COTA is the way to go. It is great. It's not where my house is yet, but when it gets there, ooh, man, we might be in business. All right, what else do we have going on that we want to tell people about?
So on July 16th, you do not have to think about any of the fares because we have free rides all day.
What?
Yes, we do. Our COTA staff will be on the buses to support everyone, just to make sure everything's okay, and to really encourage everyone to get out there and ride these buses.
July 16th is a free fare day.
Yes.
FFD. We're in. And I don't know where we want to go. We can go anywhere for free fare day. And now, I see that green line that because it's on your map. Is that something it's not happening yet, though?
No,
we are working on it really closely. It's coming up. We have our new bus stops being in place, and we will get it out as soon as possible.
Wow. Well, we're excited about that for sure. Yeah, you were talking about people want more, right? Well, there it is. I already see it in the comments. Are they servicing Middle Road and Back Road?
Yes. Also Middle Road and Back Road.
So that's coming, just not yet.
It's coming.
Yeah, so that's your answer, Tupsy. Sorry, not yet, but it's coming. But by the way, it's a brand new thing. It's a relatively new agency. Everything that's happening is new. You got new buses, new drivers, new dispatchers, and it continues to grow. And you can't, if it was island-wide right now, with where they're at, it wouldn't be a good idea. I mean, you guys are trying to still figure out what works and what doesn't.
Yes. Like I said, still in the planning stages, so definitely want to make sure it's good to go before it does start.
Well, the good news is it is coming. And the changes are coming, and it's going to be a great thing. And by changes, more like just additions are coming, and that's what people are looking for. And man, that's what I'm looking forward to as well. Mm-hmm. What are you guys excited about for COTA?
I would say the free ride. I might try it out too.
Yeah. As a passenger. Yeah. Is that part of the training? Do you guys have to go and just ride it with somebody first?
Yes. So we do have training that that shows us like the point of view as being a passenger, you know, how safety and all of the procedures that we have. Mm-hmm. And just so we have an idea, an open mind, you know, how it feels to be a passenger on the bus. Yeah.
Nice. So Simon, Luis, have you guys tried the bus yet?
Not yet. Not yet. I mean, I've ran by it a couple of times, but you know, in the event that I go way too far in my run routes and I definitely need a ride, I definitely know who to go to.
Yeah, you got to pack a couple bucks in your shorts is what you need to do to make sure. Now, I saw, it looks like you guys have bike racks on the front too.
Yes, so we do have passengers that they'll either prefer to go on the bus. If they have a bike, we can just hook their bike on, and then when they get off, they can take their bike with them, vice versa.
That works out great. So one, like you said, if you run too far on your route, you guys with the bike, you can just get off, or maybe you get a flat, you can hop right on there too, and you're good to go. Man, it's just great and it's exciting. I love it. I've met so many folks from COTA over the past couple of years, and I get excited whenever I get around you guys, hearing about what you're doing, what's coming up next, and knowing the advantage that our community gets now having you guys as opposed to before, when there really was no public transportation. It was there was no COTA. It was the $3 Korean taxi is what it was, right? I mean, that it was. Now you got someone that's cheaper, and it's insured, and aircon and free Wi-Fi and everything like that. You guys are good to go. It's awesome. Anybody, you want to give any shout outs, anyone?
Yes, on behalf of our Special Assistant for Public Transportation, Alfreda Camacho Meritita, we'd like to thank the Office of the Governor, our Governor, Honorable Arnold Palacios, Lieutenant Governor David Apatang, our Sinamay Legislature, our COTA team, Run Saipan, Dubai's Steakhouse Tacos, and our community for coming out and supporting us in our efforts to bring attention to the ongoing need for affordable and accessible transportation in rural communities. We'd also like to thank our COTA team for making public transportation a link and never the barrier to connecting the people on our islands.
That's great. Luis, any shout outs for you? No? Simon?
Before I get to the shout-outs, I do want to cover a few more details about the 5K race.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited talking about public transportation. We got a big race coming up on Wednesday, 5:45 Fishing Base.
So people are probably wondering how can they register for the event. There's a website on Race Roster that is available that they can sign in. And they do need to sign in if they are going to... because there is also a free shirt that comes in with the event. But it is limited while supplies last.
That's good to know. Hey, by the way, so seeing some things, there's Juan Nenden. He's some stuff for you guys to take back. He's one of our viewers. Says, hey, COTA should have a big informational sign by Beach Road. Maybe that's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Not sure where, but they'll be happy to take those kind of comments too. You can message them on social media at Transit CNMI. Or you could give them a call at 236-2682. Give them a heads up. It says, let's see, thank you very much for the good job. Oh, there you go. And hey, we're happy to bring it to you as well. Getting on here, one hook is saying that the disabilities paying one way is now $5. It's a little bit more expensive than it used to be. That rate jumped up a little bit?
Yep.
Yep, that's I'm sure they're working on something like that for you too, Juan, but thanks for reaching out. Oh, Luisa said she's watching from Chalmpiao. All the All-Stars are back home. Welcome back. Great to see you guys. You guys were awesome. Oh, yeah. Tobat's like, oh, yeah, it's like Guam's Red Trolley. Only I think that's more tourist-based, right? Do you guys get, excuse me, like a good mix between tourists and locals? Are there a lot of tourists that use it?
Yes, a lot of tourists too. They go to like the hotspots, Isle of Saipan, the beaches, World Resort, the hotels. Yeah.
No, that's great. I mean, it's It said buses should have Wi-Fi too. Well, you know they do. He said tourists would definitely use Coda too. Maybe they work with NV8. Well, you know, the fun thing is, Juan, they just said it, they absolutely do. So it's great. All right, well, I guess that's just about it. Are we missing anything? Anything else? Jose, any shout outs?
Shout out to our drivers and shout out to our athletes in Palau. That's about it.
You play any sports?
I do.
What's your sport?
Basketball, and just started running too.
Oh no, you're with the. Oh, that's awesome. Well, good luck. You don't stop, then you're going to end up getting to me like looking like a basketball. Any other shout outs? Are you good?
We'd like to just shout out our CODA team. I know they're working really hard to get the green line out, to get our new bus shelters out, and really pushing out everything that we have for Rural Transit Week.
All right. Well, thanks so much. You know, it's great. So that's the team from Run Saipan and the team from CODA who will take you anywhere you need to go to. It's the best thing going on out here in Saipan. You got to love these guys. And we're so glad that we had you in studio. Jose, Alexis, Luis, and Simon. And that's Luis with an O, not an I, for Crisosimo. That's you got to know how to spell it. You can't be like how I did it last time he was in here. Anyway, I want to say thanks to you guys for joining us in the studio. We're going to take a real quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have more of our local headlines. We're going to get into some of the mini games and more. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Okay, we'll still send a code 3.
If you see something, say something. and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. All right, Marianas, welcome back. It is 8:45 in the morning, and we are so glad we are back with you guys again. And my goodness, 8:45, and it was, I'm telling you, we got out of here about 8 hours ago. And it was a wild one watching the games yesterday. Everybody was off for the games yesterday, except for baseball and softball, because of all the makeup games for the rain and all that other stuff. Now we had folks call us after the show to talk about, or after the game to talk about baseball and what happened and all that. But it's just it was tough to watch. But hey, that's sports, man. I mean, things happen. So all we can do is, we know our boys are going to bounce back and be even stronger when they play against the FSM on Tuesday night. Hey, real quick, the folks from Coda just leaving, and they were awesome while they were in studio with us. But did you know that there's a QR code for them also? Yeah, here. This is on their Instagram page. You can check them out. It's Transit CNMI is the Instagram page. That QR code will take you directly to where you can register for the race. And again, the race is going to be July 9th, and it's an afternoon race. 5:45 p.m. is when it starts. So you don't have to worry about waking up crazy early to do this event. You actually go there. Now, you think that's cool. You go to the actual registration site over there at Race Roster, you get a t-shirt. There's t-shirts for all the participants, and those things look sweet. Those great Transit CNMI shirts, gotta love it. And looking forward to it. And look at that. Tacos. They're gonna have tacos for sale too. Doobie Smokehouse. They're gonna be serving smoked brisket tacos. I would recommend eating the taco after the race. Maybe not before the race. That might be not the way to go, because it's gonna be a little tougher if you end up doing it the other way. I'm just telling you, it's gonna. As someone who has done, as somebody who loves eating tacos, it's tough to run with a gut full of tacos. I've done the beer mile, but I don't want to do the taco mile, especially if it's a taco 5K. Is that the next big race that we need to? Is that what we need to do? Maybe we should do it. Maybe that's what we end up doing. We're going to start doing the taco 5K. You have to eat a taco. Now, the question is, it's a 3-mile run. Do you do one for every mile, or do you do one for every K? Or do you do it for every lap, every loop? Now, I think the taco mile. I love the taco mile. But here's the problem is that Doobie's tacos are so good that you don't want to you don't want to slam those tacos. No, you want to take your time and savor every bite. They are great. We had them in studio. First sip happens. It was awesome. All right. Well, guys, let's get in. Let's hit some of our local topics. And because this is a big one that we saw happened over the weekend. And this is wild that the FBI is going to close its investigation of former Governor Ralph De Leon Guerrero Torres. Does that mean they got to do a lot of apologizing? Is that happening? Wow, that's a big deal. And they sent a letter to Representative King Hines. Can you believe it? What is that? Does that change your opinions, your thoughts about the former governor? I don't know, but he's coming out there now, and If the FBI is closing its investigation and there haven't been any charges, what does that say to you? So that is something. I'm interested in hearing more about it, for sure. I am 100% interested in hearing more about it. So hopefully we will. And we're going to reach out and get some of that info, because that is wild. You know, we spoke with Congresswoman King Hines on Liberation Day, and she's going to join us in studio when she gets back, because she's leaving today to head back to D.C. But when she comes back, I mean, we could do a remote call too. But remember, those time zones are wild. But we can do it. We've been able to do it so far, so we'll be able to do it again. But man, that's a big deal. You know, that is a really big revelation. How does that change the way you thought, your feelings about former Governor Ralph De Leon Guerrero Torres? Does it change anything? Oof. Remember, it was that 2018? Or, yeah, it was 2018, I think, when that happened. When that whole raid happened, the investigation and all that. Yikes. That was a long time ago. And here we are 7 years later. And they're finally like, well, I guess that's it. We did all we could do and we can't do no more. I mean, like, that's what it came down to. That's kind of a big swing and a miss. So what's next? Not sure, but we're gonna follow this for sure closely. I wonder, again, a lot of apologies going around? Maybe. Hey, what did you guys think of the parade, by the way? Speaking of people who are free, going to Liberation Day. It's like, what did you think of the floats at Liberation Day? I'll tell you what, Tinian won, but there was no question when you saw that monster float coming down Beach Road. It was incredible. Tinian, just massive coming down Beach Road. Just incredible. Oh, I know. No, I'm just seeing you guys in the comments. I get it. Tobot says he's going to run again. That is something we heard. We have definitely heard. We can't confirm it because they haven't made the official announcement. But the word that we've got is that there's a little, the rumors that we got. This is not, it's just a talk on the street, is that former governor is going to run and that he's going to partner up with the Senate president. Again, that's just juicy gossip stuff. There's nothing to it. Like, I don't know that for sure that that's happening. Nobody has confirmed it, but that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying on the street. Also, word on the street is that there's a big announcement coming up this week about a different tandem, and that there may be a break. Man, I'll tell you, staying away from politics is the right way to go for me. No kidding. Because it changes. You watch like the ebb and flow. It's like this whole thing. And you watch like who's on the same team, who's not on the same team, where are they going, how do they make these decisions, all that. Man, I'll tell you, it's just something to sit back and watch like the stars in the sky. You can appreciate it, you can enjoy it, but you can't get too close. Well, maybe because I just don't have a spaceship. Maybe I got to get like all Elon Musk. Speaking of politics, you hear about Elon Musk wants to start a new party? He announced it on Twitter. He wants to call it the America Party. He didn't say America. He put the A in front too. Hey, good morning, Cade. Great to see you. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Yeah, the America Party. And there's this post, President Trump and Elon Musk were like best buds, right? They were doing great stuff together. They were making stuff happen. Not anymore. Here's, here's the post from Donald Trump, by the way. I want to share this with you. This is it. It's like, I'm saddened to watch Elon Musk go completely off the rails, essentially becoming a train wreck over the past 5 weeks. He even wants to start the third political party, despite the fact that they have never succeeded in the United States. The system seems not designed for them. The one thing third parties are good for is the creation of complete and total disruption and chaos, and we have enough of that with the radical left Democrats who have lost their confidence and their minds. Republicans, on the other hand, are a smooth-running machine that just passed the biggest bill of its kind in the history of our country. It is a great bill, but unfortunately for Elon, it eliminates the ridiculous electric vehicle mandate, which would have forced everyone to buy an electric car in a short period of time. I have been strongly opposed to that from the very beginning. People are now allowed to buy whatever they want. Gasoline-powered hybrids, which are doing very well, or new technologies as they come out. No more EV mandate. I've campaigned on this for 2 years, and quite honestly, when Elon gave me his total and unquestioned endorsement, I asked him whether or not he knew that I was going to terminate the EV mandate. It was in every speech I made and in every conversation I had. He said he had no problems with that, and I was very surprised. Additionally, Elon asked that one of his close friends run NASA, and while I thought this friend was very good, I was surprised to learn that he was a blue-blooded Democrat who had never contributed to a Republican before. Elon probably was also. I also thought it was inappropriate that a very close friend to Elon, who was in the space business, run NASA when NASA is such a big part of Elon's corporate life. My number one charge is to protect the American public. Yeah. So there's that. Politics, man. It creates strange bedfellows. Well, either way, I don't know that that's the reason why Elon Musk got upset. But I can tell you that he was not a super happy guy when it came to the president, and that he didn't like that big, beautiful bill that they talked about. But he came out and talked about a third political party, the America Party. And he ended up starting that by taking a poll on his page. And he said by 2-1, the respondents wanted to have a third party and called the America Party. And where are they going to go from there? So we went online yesterday when we saw it. And there's, if it was a political party, it would be a .org. And there's nothing .com, but AmericaParty.org. It just said Ledger something, I think, right? Yeah, Lander. Sorry, that's it. It says Lander. It's a Lander page. It's right there. So anyway, but on Twitter or X, I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to that, but hopefully I will. He said, "Hey, by a factor of 2-1, you want a new political party, and you shall have it. When it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom." And man, you know, a lot of people talk about that. Is there a difference between the Republicans and the Democrats? And I'm not talking about the radicals on both sides, the people on the fringes of each end, but the way that they go about doing things. They got a bunch of people in their 80s in all the important spots. I can't believe, like, Nancy Pelosi, she's like in her 80s. Nothing wrong with people in their 80s. I think they're great. But our political leaders in the United States have gotten so old that I think they just gotten out of touch, and so rich that they got out of touch with everybody. I mean, I don't hold anything against anybody for being successful in life. But there comes a point when you need to reconnect with folks and understand how it works. So Elon Musk, pretty smart guy. I think that's safe to say. Whether you like him or not, I think you could agree he seems like a pretty sharp dude. Well, anyway, so he's talking about if they're going to do that party, what's the best way to do it? Because it's hard for you to get on the ballot. And he said, well, one way to do that is to execute a plan to be laser focused for just 2 to 3 Senate seats and maybe 8 to 10 House districts. He said, given the razor thin legislative margins, that would be enough to serve as the deciding vote on contentious laws, ensuring that they serve the true will of the people. How about that? You know, because people have been pushed all the way to one side or the other, and there doesn't seem to be any middle ground for anything anymore. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. I like the idea of it. I want to hear more about it. I'm not against it at all. No, definitely not against it at all. But I am interested in it. I saw someone say, "Ooh, you know, he's not a natural-born citizen." Yeah, but when you're a citizen, you're a citizen. He can't run for president. But like, this is exactly part of the conversation, like this, that I've given during my speeches to the folks at the naturalization ceremony. When you are naturalized and you become an American, you're an American right away. All your rights and responsibilities they start on day one. You don't have to wait for a certain amount of time to settle in so that you can actually start doing American things. No, you're American. You want to start a party? All for it, man. Go for it. So I'm all in on listening to it. I like it. Anyway, good morning, Gus. Listen from Wemwides on Half a Day. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in, man. And thanks for sharing everything all the time. You're just great, man. And I love seeing you at the gym. But it's a place where I need to see more people more often because I need to be going there more often. But I'm going after this today. I am the games activities are starting to wind down just a little bit. And so I am going to be taking a little bit of break after the show today to go do that. What I probably would not hurt me to do is go rack out for a little bit after that back-to-back coverage. Tomorrow we're going to have a lot. But here's what's happening today. So many sports. The Pacific Minigames website is terrific, by the way. And it's a PG 2025. Go check it out. So I'm checking out their calendar today. And there's so many sports. You've got the super sprints for the for the women today, and they just got started. You got volleyball preliminaries for the indoor side. You've got some weightlifting. Oh no, it's judo. Whoa, judo chop. You got judos going on this morning. Triathlon today. The super sprint for females and for men happening today. We'd love to be able to get some coverage of that for you. Then more judo. Then there's softball. American Samoa against the Marshalls. You've got volleyball, Tahiti and Fiji. That should be a great looking game. Athletics, you got more track and field action happening in the morning. All the preliminaries happening in the morning, the finals happening later in the day. Softball again, Palau and PNG. Volleyball finals for the men. That's going to be the indoor side. It's going to be happening at 2 o'clock tomorrow Standard Time. Discus throw is going to be finals this afternoon. The 3v3s, man, that is just nonstop action all the way through. We got more action at the track preliminaries. Shot put happening today. More softball. The NMI in softball today at 3:30 tomorrow Standard Time. NMI versus Guam. If we can bring it to you, we will. But they haven't been able to bring us any of the coverage from there yet. Also, the javelin finals are happening today. Long jump finals happening today. Beach volleyball playoffs and finals going through today. Today's the real big day. We'll try to bring that stuff to you too. Also, and the NMI, we're advancing into that playoff round. Same, the finals for indoor volleyball happening today. Then all the finals for all those preliminaries for track and field, they're all happening this afternoon as well. We're going to have more basketball, more track and field all throughout the day. No baseball today. We are baseball free for the rest of the day, but tomorrow that all changes. Again, all the finals for volleyball happening today. And let's take a look real quick at tomorrow, July 8th. Again, the games close on the 9th. And let's just take a look, rolling through. Yeah, beach volleyball finals are tomorrow also. So the play-ins for that are today, but the finals for beach volleyball are tomorrow. And so we're going to be out here covering all this fun stuff. And we'll be there with you. So if you guys got something that you're specifically looking for, just ask us. We're speaking with these guys in Palau, and we know what we can get. We know that there's some stuff, just like Coda, everybody just wants more. So we're trying to get it for you. Jimbo. That's too funny. All right. Well, anyway, we got a lot more going on this month, and we are going to wrap it up here for you. We do have the latest update for the news today, so we are going to bring that to you. And after that, we're going to call it a show. So let's get it to you. This is the latest, and then ta-ta for now. We're going to get back to our regular news and sports coverage. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and here we go. Some sad news coming from Texas where they had all that flooding, and it looks like that's going to be the lead story in the nation right now, and it's going to lead off the news right here.
No break yet for flooded Texas. I'm Daria Albinger, Fox News. There's more rain in the forecast for central Texas, and that could add to the catastrophic flooding across the Texas Hill Country. Nearly 80 people are dead. Mayor Joe Henning Jr. of hard-hit Kerrville says rescue and recovery teams are united.
It's not a bunch of different teams. It's one team. Our goal is to rescue those in peril and find those who are lost.
The Guadalupe River surged to 26 feet in less than an hour, triggering flash floods across the region. The White House is keeping close tabs on the situation. Here's Fox's Madeline Rivera in Washington.
President Trump is expressing sympathy for those affected by the flooding. He says in a post on Truth Social, Melania and I are praying for all the families impacted by this horrible tragedy. Our brave first responders are on site doing what they do best. God bless the families and God bless Texas. Vice President J.D. Vance weighing in as well, saying our nation's heart breaks for the victims in Texas and their families. Just an incomprehensible tragedy. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is on the ground. She's been working with Kerr County leaders and state leaders to make sure they get what they need. She's activated the U.S. Coast Guard and FEMA resources as well.
The administration says it's committed to updating the technology used by the National Weather Service, which Noem calls ancient and neglected. At their summit in Rio de Janeiro, the BRICS bloc of developing nations condemned the increase of tariffs and attacks on Iran, but they didn't name President Trump. The delegation also took aim at Israel's military action in the Middle East, but mentioned war-torn Ukraine just once so far. China's President Xi is not attending the summit for the first time in years. Russian President Putin will address the group virtually this week. America's listening to Fox News.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
Hey there, it's me, Kennedy. Make sure to check out my podcast, Kennedy Saves the World. It is 5 days a week, every week. Download and listen at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.
Hi, I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions.
It's now law, but Democrats still don't like President Trump's one big, beautiful bill. Here's Fox's Kevin Uretsky.
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson says the most important economic part of the bill was making the 2017 Trump tax cuts permanent.
The bottom 20% of earners saw their lowest federal tax rate in 40 years.
Johnson says the legislation builds on that by eliminating taxes on overtime and tips.
The average American, the typical American household, will have $13,000 more in take-home pay.
But California Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna pushes back on that claim.
I just don't think that taking away the health care with the Medicaid cuts and food assistance to give the tax breaks for the very wealthy is going to be good for working and middle-class Americans.
Both men appeared on Fox News Sunday. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
A new attack on shipping in the Red Sea. Fox's Jack Callahan has a story.
A group of armed men in small boats firing guns and launching rocket-propelled grenades at a maritime vessel in the Red Sea off the coast of Yemen on Sunday. The crew reported the vessel was taking on water and they were preparing to abandon ship. So far, there's been no claim of responsibility, but suspicion would point heavily to the Houthi rebels, who in solidarity with Hamas have targeted more than 100 merchant vessels in the last 2 years, sinking 2 of them and killing 4 sailors, also greatly reducing the flow of trade through the Red Sea corridor, which typically sees $1 trillion of goods move through it every year. Jack Callahan, Fox News.
The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry says Israeli airstrikes killed at least 38 Palestinians as Israel sent a ceasefire negotiating team to Qatar. President Trump will meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu tomorrow and says he's optimistic a 60-day ceasefire can be put in place as soon as this week. He says the truce would call for talks to end the war for good. I'm Daria Albinger. This is Fox News.
This is Jimmy Fallon, inviting you to join me for Fox Across America, where we'll discuss every single one of the Democrats' dumb ideas. Just kidding. It's only a 3-hour show. Listen live at noon Eastern or get the podcast at foxacrossamerica.com.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Okay, we'll still send a code 3.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name.
Good morning, Marianas. So many things we gotta discuss. Happy day, Tirawami greetings. To Rhoda, Guam, Saipan, and Tinian. For all your island news. From a beautiful place with Pacific views. It's always so much fun. Oh. Good morning, Marianas.